Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel and to my very, very messy desk. I started to win a little bit with keeping my desk tidy, and it lasted a couple of weeks, but now we are back to full-on mess. So we are working on the 31 tags in 31 days project for July, and today we are going to do day 21, which is kind of like a bit of a flip over tag. And this one again is inspired, and it's inspired by Tracy Fox from Fox Creative, Love Junk Journals. And Tracy did a detective casebook, which was fabulous, and I followed along with that, and I really, really enjoyed it. So one of the pieces of ephemera that she used inside of that, I fell in love with. So I thought I would give it a go and see what it would turn out like if I tried it with this type of project. So yeah, it's going to be hit and miss, I think, or hit or miss, but we will give it a go. So what I'm going to use for this is I've got a stamp, I have got a tag already cut out. I've also cut out a piece of acetate. If you don't have acetate, you can use product packaging, and that is the same size, cut out the same size as the tag. And I am going to use, again, one of my die cuts from the fabulous Susan, from Libra Designs by Susan. And we're going to use the daisy one for that as well, because we are doing a daisy month. And then, let's see how we get on with that and see what else we need afterwards. So, first thing I'm going to do is I am going to use my stencil to give me a little bit of background on this tag base. I've been sewing, I've got sewing materials all over the place. I am ashamed of my desk at the moment, but I'm keeping it real. So this is what it looks like, and this is what we're going with. So I have given it a bit of a stencil with some distress oxides, and I'm using Vintage Photo for that. And we're going to pop our tag, our die cut on the tag. We're going to place it where we want it, and I'm just going to glue this down. Keep remembering to do that. So this one again is super, super simple. All of these tags in this series are aimed at being super simple. There's nothing complicated about them. There is nothing, you know, particularly new. A lot of them, most of them have been inspired by other people. You will have seen similar types of tags and pieces of ephemera. It's about making, just about making the world of tags open up a little bit, I think, and kind of get a feel for how easy this process can be. So with this one here now, what I'm going to do with this, you can do this in a number of ways. You can, let's just make sure that's in there first. I cut around it tidily. We're going to attach this, but we're only going to attach it across the top. So what I think I'm going to do, you can staple it. I was going to staple it, probably really easy to staple, but my sewing machine is very close at hand. So I think I'm going to stitch across that top section first. So let me come back to you. Okay, so I've stitched across the top, and I'm going to leave the thread on because I quite like that look. And I'm just going to quickly tidy up the fit of this acetate because I didn't cut it perfectly. So I'm just going to take that little bit off there. Okay. And what we're then going to do is we are going to find some, I've got some larger pieces in here somewhere. That's one. Let's see if there's anything else. Well, that would be quite cool. Be the right sort of size as well. And it talks about a florist, so I think we're going to go with that one. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to, again, sew it to the base here. So again, I will do that quickly and come back to you. Okay, so I've stitched this. I am going to take some of these off because they are a little bit long. And this one is literally just almost like just a bit of fun. It's rather than usable, is that a word? Rather than a tag that you can use for lots of different reasons. This one is more just a little bit fun, a little bit quirky. Pop that on there like that. And what you have is your tag, and literally you just lift up your piece of acetate to reveal the tag underneath. So you can see through it, you're not hiding anything as such, but it just adds a little bit of quirkiness to your tag. I'm just going to go around the edges because I think that needs a little bit there. But as I said, this was used, a bit of an example, Tracy used in one of her projects, and she used it as a piece of evidence, and I just thought it would look really cool as a tag. So that's it. That is literally as simple and as quirky as it is. You lift up, you've got your tag base. Yeah, I know it's you know, the concept is I think it's really, really quirky. I really, really like it. So I wanted to incorporate it within the 31 days. You do have some journaling space on the back if you want it to be more of a usable tag. And you can also put a eyelet in the top of that with some ribbon on if you want. But I really, really like that. I think that's very, very cool. So that is a flip over tag day 21 of 31, and I will be back with you tomorrow for the next instalment. Until then, as always, stay safe, be well, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye for now.